You are welcome to another session in management accounting. So, before we start with throughput accounting, we'll be looking at just-in-time systems or just-in-time inventory systems. Now, throughput accounting works in a just-in-time inventory environment. So, what is just-in-time? Now, just-in-time or a JIT is a business and production strategy that seeks to eliminate excess stock of product or raw materials, producing reactively to customer demands and not before. Okay, so what this means is that we want to meet customer demand. So we don't keep stock. So if customers want 500 units, we produce and give them the 500 units. So we don't wait for stock or keep stock in anticipation of customer demand. No, we must meet customer demand. So this is generally known as stockless production, as nothing is wasted. We don't waste anything in just-in-time system. So in short, a JIT inventory system focuses on having the right material at the right time, at the right place, and in the exact amount to meet what requirements. So just-in-time is not just for materials entering the production process, but also for the end product as well, the final product. The aim is to produce the product just as it is required by the customer, so that stocks of finished goods are kept to what? A minimum. So this requires producing to customer order or accurate forecasting of customer what? Demand. Okay, so you have to forecast customer demand accurately, and that is how a just-in-time system works. So when we are looking at just-in-time, what can it be? Remember that the same way we keep raw material stock and we can keep finished goods stock. So just-in-time can come from the angle of purchasing, right? That is purchasing of raw materials. You don't stock raw materials. You buy exactly what you need for production. So we have just-in-time purchasing system, okay? So just-in-time purchasing relates to purchasing materials at the right time, at the right place, and in the exact moment needed for what? Production. A simple example of this would be a car manufacturer that only orders steel once it knows exactly how much it will need in that particular production period. Thus eliminating waste, as the company should be, in theory, be left with no excess what? Materials. Now, a company without inventory does not want a supply system problem that creates parts what? Shortage. As a result, the supply relationships become extremely important and thus are worked upon by both parties. So this can have advantages in terms of delivery times. The supplier may set up as a warehouse near the company's production facility, for instance, and then we look at what? Their cost and quality. Okay, so often companies that are using the just-in-time work with their suppliers so that regular small deliveries are made, avoiding even the small levels of inventory to be held. You get the idea? So here, most of the time, one of the key ingredients of a just-in-time system is your supply relationship. Because if that doesn't work, that means there might be problems in lead times when the supply is going to deliver, and even reliability of the supply. Okay, so in our steel example, deliveries could end up being made a few times a week or even a few times a day if necessary, so that it is delivered as it is needed for what? Production. So we have what we call just-in-time what? Production. Now, just-in-time is not for materials entering the production process also, but also for the end product as well, as I was telling you. So producing exactly what the customer needs. So the aim is to produce the product just as it is required by the customer, so that stocks of finished goods are kept to what? A minimum. So this required producing to customer order or accurately forecasting the customer's what? Demand. So you've seen the two types of just-in-time. It could be purchase of raw materials, which is just-in-time purchasing, or producing to meet customer demand, which is just-in-time what? Production. So what are some of the benefits of just-in-time? Now, some of the benefits of a just-in-time system includes what? Less obsolescence and wastage of what? Raw material. So raw materials are kept to a minimum, reducing the chance of what? Stock becoming obsolete or damaged. Also, fewer obsolete finished goods inventory, reducing what? Production costs. So your goods can never go out of stock or go out of fashion because you don't keep stock. So as all products under a just-in-time system are made specifically to order, you have greatly reduced the chance of your product not being sold. Okay, so for example, if a car company makes 100 cars, maybe only 60 will be sold. But if they make 50 after receiving 50 specific orders, they wouldn't have wasted money on the excess. But there's a downside also to it. Sometimes unexpected demand, you cannot meet it. You get it? So we look at the disadvantages as well. Now you have improved supplier relationship because of how just in time I get it. You do long-term supplier arrangements and so on and so forth. So this also ensures good quality stock is received reliably. It can also help where there are problems. Okay, so example, where there's a stock shortage, perhaps getting preferential treatment compared with other companies. Okay, there's also lower costs. So as a result of leaner and what reactive production, waste is reduced and quality is increased. Okay, so as a result, costs may go down under a well-integrated just-in-time system. Okay, so storage costs are also what reduced. Now, flexibility. A just-in-time system allows for far greater flexibility as products and procedures are standardized, meaning that changes to order quantity and design can be more easily what catered for. So what are some of the downsides? We've seen the advantages. What are some of the disadvantages of a just-in-time system? So generally, these downsides revolve around the lack of internal control over materials. Okay, that is one of the key issues when it comes to just-in-time. So to illustrate this point, a car manufacturer that needs to get 10 cars over the dealership by tomorrow, but the supplier has run out of a key part, would mean that the order could not be delivered. Okay, so you need strict controls around this area. In other words, you are stuck. This is the inherent issue with just-in-time. It removes all the safety nets that come with having some surplus stock left over for contingencies. I told you unexpected demand can come. Sometimes some stock even need to be stored for a long time for it to what ferment or for it to mature. Okay, you can't do such business because you are using just in time. Also, sometimes you keep stock for bulk discounts. You can't get them. We keep stocks for what? Speculation. When I know prices are going to go up, I buy more now. Okay, you can't do that. And that is some of the downsides of just in time. So some costs may also rise, as I was telling you. And suppliers may increase prices to assure delivery of orders. And there are also likely to be more deliveries of a small number of items, increasing your delivery costs. Okay, so this is just-in-time system. So you needed to understand just-in-time system so that you know the throughput environment. Throughput accounting operates in a just-in-time environment. So I'll see you in the next session where we are going to tackle or deal with throughput accounting.